Good morning. How y'all doing? Kirsten, Renita, Diva Soul Star, Melissa, Jalesia. One day you're going to have to tell me exactly how to pronounce your name, just like I did with Tania. um, I'm getting ready to try to go live. Thank y'all for coming. I figured out, I don't know what was happening yesterday, but I figured it out and was able to come live on stage. So, yeah. So now let's see if I can remember this day how to do live on IG. Hey, Renita. Y'all, it's Friday. Woohoo. Let's see. So I have here we go. Let's see. I'll go live. Ooh, I'm getting better, y'all. Good morning, IG. We're live on Instagram now, and of course in the Hop In. Thank you. I want to make sure. I hate mispronouncing people's names, so I'm talking to the folks in the Hop In. So, hey, Dr. Howe. So it's Friday, April 30th. We are without Rob once again. He said he might pop in, so we'll see what happens. But y'all, it's the end of April. Next, it's about to be May. Hey, hey, Joy. So that is pretty amazing to me. We're entering into the 5th month of the year, and I really can't believe it. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Good morning. Shelly, I called Aunt Bunny because Holland said he missed y'all. He wants y'all to come visit. He wants to see y'all. So anyway, or he wants to come to Baltimore. So, hey, is it K Hill Photos? Hello, K Hill Photos. Gemini season is coming, Joy. That's right. Get ready. Me, you, who all? Carlisha, of course. Yeah. There's quite a few Geminis in here, as I recall. So this morning, there were a few things that crossed my mind. One is that you guys, there's been a lot of conversation about President Biden's address, and it's funny. I mean, I am a confessed lifelong Democrat, so full disclosure. But it's funny how many when you look at the stations, the television stations, how many. Oh yeah, I know Renita, because you have all our birthdays, so you know how many Geminis there are. But how many? How you look at politics, and how at opposite polar ends of the spectrum, how people viewed Joe Biden's speech. If you look at some of the stations that tend to lean more towards Democrats, it was a very favorable speech. He hit on all the things he was supposed to hit on. They liked his tone. Of course, it was, we'll definitely keep your mom in prayer, Deborah. Hey, Latrice. And so he hit on all the things that they wanted to hear. He Trevor Noah said it was like Bernie was in his ear saying, you better say this, and that, because he hit on all the things that, some people feel like Joe Biden was going to be too conservative, but he addressed all these things that many people associate with liberals. So anyway, then you had like all of the stations that are leaned more towards Republicans had all the Republican folks on saying, it was so boring. It was the worst speech ever. Hey, Visionary Howard. They were saying all these things. And, it was, I mean, it's so funny because it's Trevor Noah, and I had to steal this one. He likened it to sports versus politics. Excuse me. So he, how in sports, when you're watching sports, if the other team does something, you're like, hey, it's Mama Yo. They're like, that's a foul. That was, roughing the whatever it is. And then if it's their team, it's like they need to just let them play. So it's like they were talking about all of these things that were unrealistic about his speech. And in my head, when I hear stuff like that from the party that gave us Donald Trump, I'm like, really? Do we really want to talk about someone who speaks and their speeches aren't based in facts? Is that where we want to go? Because, anyway. So one of the things that was pointed out is that it was a policy speech. So a policy speech is not typically going to be that exciting because it's giving you the direction that the president, the leader, wants to take the country in. And so, it wasn't expected to be super exciting. But I don't know about, yes, Visionary Howard, elections matter. I don't know about y'all. I don't need excitement from the president. I don't need him to be, Trevor Noah was like, maybe he should have a hype man. I don't need him to have a hype man. I don't need him to say stuff that's going to have everybody like up in arms. I need him to focus on running the country and doing the things that presidents do. That's what I would like. That's what I need. So I was absolutely fine with the speech. And the fact that, Ted Cruz couldn't stay awake, we don't know if that was because of the speech or some extracurricular activity he had going on. He could have came tired. So I'm not going to base my opinions on Ted Cruz's reactions. He doesn't represent or speak for me. So, yes. So there's that. So, I am, there's that. Anyway, this other story that I thought was really interesting, you guys, is that Lady Gaga's dogs got stolen. And they're like some rare breed. And she had a dog walker. He was out walking the dogs. Yes, Renita, his job is not to entertain us. We have been entertained quite enough. We don't need any more. In my lifetime, I would like to never have to see a president where every day, and I'm not exaggerating, every day there was breaking news around something crazy that person in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue was doing. So anyway, Lady Gaga's dogs got stolen. But what they found out, and then she put out a $500,000 reward to get them back. And this lady brought them back and said, yeah, I was bringing your dogs back because she was like, I found them tied up in an alley. And turns out, of course, the people who they found to have stolen the dogs, she was associated with them. But get this, it wasn't just that they stole the dogs. They shot the dog walker. So come on, y'all. They shot the dog walker. She tried to come get the money. So you committed a crime, which wasn't even just stealing the dog. You shot a person. And you still thought you were going to be able to somehow trick people into giving you $500,000? Come on, man. I mean, so anyway, so now they're all arrested. And Lady Gaga, I guess, has her dogs back, but just crazy. I think, people, what is that saying? If you would just use your powers for good and not evil. If people would spend as much time coming up with things that were good and beneficial, um, then they might, the world would be a better place. Let's just say that. So, but the thing is, they don't think that they actually knew that they were Lady Gaga's dogs. They were just stealing the dogs because those dogs are high value dogs, when you resell them. So, yeah, world's dumbest criminals. Right, Renita. So, and I don't know about you guys. So, if anybody's watching this not in Houston, I don't know where Casey is, but it's been storming all night, and this is the first time in a long time that I've actually been awakened by thunder and lightning. Well, not the lightning, because of course I can see the lightning, but the thunder was really, really loud. It's still kind of rumbling right now, but it woke me up. That's how loud it was last night. So I don't know what the weather. We're about to get into hurricane season, which none of us in Houston are looking forward to, or any of the areas that are. Yeah, she's in Ohio. That's right. So it's the same in Pennsylvania, Dr. Howe. Okay, so it's all along I guess the eastern seaboard down into Texas. Look, sounding like I'm the weather person. Anyway, good morning, Mary J. Anderson. So, and Kirsten's in Alabama, right? So we got people from all over. We got Dr. Howe in Pennsylvania. We got my cousin Shelly in Baltimore. So I don't know where Tim has been. He's been doing a lot with his foundation. So the Rich Foundation. So anyway, again, if you're joining us for the first time, which I think everybody here is not, but this is the spiritually sanitized mix, the Rob G. the General spiritually sanitized mix with me, Reverend Dr. Tamla Wilson. Rob G. is otherwise occupied right now. He might pop in today. We don't know, but we will see him for sure back on Saturday. And we will likely, yes, we have spiritually sanitized family all over the country. We've been doing this the whole pandemic, Monday through Friday. We're here Monday through Fridays at 7-ish. And we stop at 7:30-ish, sometimes 8. And then on Saturdays, we're here at 8 in the morning. It's all family, it's all love. It's something Rob G. God put on his heart to do, and he hasn't taken it off of his heart, so we still do it. And he graciously invited me along for the journey. And so, yeah, it's been fun. We're usually live on Rob G's IG and not mine. So anyway, yeah, we are expecting precipitation all day today and this weekend, which makes me sad because the sun makes me happy. It gives me life, literally. And so I'm not happy that this will not be a patio weekend. So I have a question for you guys. I have been, my IG account is private. It's private. So I have probably about 600 followers, but every person that follows me, either most of them I know, or they know somebody that I know. And then there's a few that are, I just went ahead and accepted them because I felt like maybe they were people who listened to the Spiritually Sanitized Mix. And so I have had them, gone ahead and accepted them as followers. And I have been contemplating, since we've been doing the Spiritually Sanitized Mix, and because of my infertility ministry and other stuff, I've been contemplating making my IG account public. And I wanted to get y'all's opinion. What do y'all think? Should I go public on IG? You can get a lot of followers, and I don't know that I'll get a lot of followers, but if there's people that really want to, I know if people really want to get in contact with you, they can, Melissa, everybody in the Spiritually Sanitized crew that reaches out to me, I absolutely accept as followers. So It's not even that serious. We'll talk offline about kind of my reasoning behind it, but I've been thinking about it, except that there's all these people that keep trying to friend me. Um, oh, thank you, Doctor. Well, Doctor, how you need to follow Rob G, the general. Follow Rob G because um he goes live, whether it would normally go live on his IG feed. So but anyway, there's all these people trying to sell Bitcoin. And I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I go public and I allow them to follow me, but I'm like, what is that? Have y'all been getting a lot of requests from people that you've never heard of, and all of their whole bio stuff is talking about Bitcoin? That's what you say, Renita, don't do it. Well, what I thought about doing is making that my public account, where when we go live for stuff like this, I could use that, but that I would maybe set up another and continue to have a separate. But I don't know. We'll see. And we'll just see. But the spam, yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do is delete all of them. You've been getting a lot of the Bitcoin folks. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. So yeah, and I don't know, Dr. Howe, if I go live and Rob goes live, I don't know what that does. And no, the last time Rob G went live and we were on Hopin and I came in, he invited me in on Hopin. We had like some, what do you call it? Back. Okay, so my cousin Shelly says, yes, I think you should set up a separate account for the public. Hey, Con. So maybe that's what I'll do. And then maybe I need to send a message to everybody that I'm friends with and be like, hey, this one's going public. If you want to follow me privately, here's my new thing. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And yeah, feedback. Joy, you just come through every time. What can I couldn't think of a word yesterday and you had to help me. Yeah, maybe a public and a private. Yeah, that may be what I do. So well, thank y'all for helping me with that. And with that, y'all, I am so tickled. I just have to go back and check. I am so tickled that we played music yesterday, even though we cut it off at the end. That is just hilarious to me. I had to text Rob G. I was like, I played music today. He was like, what? Yeah, so Hopin. You know what? I don't have the link in my thing, Dr. Howe, but somebody at put Rob G's information in the IG feed so that Dr. Howe can go. If you go to Rob G's feed, it tells you how to get it. It gives you the link to this. Or you know what, Dr. Howe, I'll send it to you. I'll send this link to you through Facebook. That's what I'll do. I'll send this link to you through Facebook, and then and you'll be able to see and get invited. You have to sign up, and then you would actually come in. So I'm on the screen with you guys on IG, but I'm on my computer with Hopin, and there's a whole lot of like talking that goes on in Hopin that's very entertaining. So, and sometimes we kind of go off the rails, and that is more so captured in Hopin. So yes, she is. Dr. Joy Harrison is smart, Renita. We have a lot of Dr. Howe. We have a lot of inside jokes. Oh yes, Shelly, I'll definitely send it to you too. I'll send it to both of you as soon as we get off. We have nicknames for each other, and we have all kind of private jokes that are funny, but you'll catch on. They're not exclusive. You'll catch on before long. We've got the Back Row Brothers, which are two gentlemen who typically show up late or later than some of us, and so it's a lot of fun. We've developed family. But yes, Dr. Howe and Shelly, I will send it to you. I'll send it to Tim and Mike too, just in case they didn't know how to get to it. So but Tim is actually in our group. I don't know if I think he's come in over here once on Hopin. But anyway, yes, I'll definitely send it to you guys. So let's get to the word of the day. We're in Galatians, but I skipped over to Galatians 6. And Galatians 6 is talking about bearing one another's burden. Um, so it says, my friends, if anyone is is detected in a transgression, you who have received the Spirit should restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness. Take care that you yourselves are not tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. For if those who are nothing think they are something, they deceive themselves. I could hear Rob right now giving a slap for that one. All must test their own work. Then that work, rather than their neighbor's work, will become a cause for pride. For all must carry their own loads. So, where I am going to, where I'm going to hang my hat is, let's see. Well, for bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of God. That's verse 2. And I think that we in America profess to be a country of Christians. And although we have separation of church and state, that is not so that we don't have to live our lives in a way that is pleasing to God. That is so people can have freedom of religion. That is so people will not be persecuted for their beliefs. It is not so we can just throw away all of the things that, are good about being spiritual people. So bearing the burdens of others is what we're supposed to do. So when you think about, I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues about diversity and inclusion, and it made me think about, what Rob G and, well, Chris Rock said it first, but Rob G and I talk about when a father says, "I take care of my kids." Really? That's where you're going? Because you're supposed to do that, right? So when we think about diversity and inclusion, when people try to pat themselves on the back for doing that, it's like you're supposed to do that. And as a country, we came, well, I'll say we, people came into this country before it was the United States of America and stole it from the people who were already here. They mistreated them, they tricked them, they pushed them into small lands when they were all, nomad, not all, but some of them were nomads. They took land that they had been taken care of and, you know, claimed it. And then they brought slaves and had the slaves, black people, Africans, to build this country, to do the labor for this country. And so, you know, to act like there's nothing, like there's no burden of us for us to take care of other people. It's like, yeah, we need to right some wrongs. So we need to bear one another's burdens. Now, this is actually talking about if you catch somebody in sin. So guess what? Those who are not caught in this type of transgression, whatever it is, we have the burden of trying to restore people to a spirit of gentleness. So we have the burden of educating, and it's wearying. I know it's tiring. It's hard to have to be the voice of reason. If you've ever been in a relationship with someone where you always have to be the voice of reason, it gets old, right? And that's kind of how I feel like a lot of times black people, yeah, Renita, users. I think that a lot of time, and I don't say just black people, but people of color, um, I'm not really sure how you know I mean, people will come to you, and I've had friends, even, after George Floyd was murdered, they came to me and they're like, we don't want you to speak for all Black people, but we know you will shoot straight with us. So, hey, Nell Walder, how are you? So tell us, how, tell us what you would say. And to them, I just said, you know what, listen. That was my first thing. I was like, right now, Black people don't want to hear about how you feel. But my second thing was, the conversations that this guy and I, one of my colleagues, he and I would have, I knew he was aligned, with pretty much how I felt. But I said, but you are, as one of my friends calls it, you are central casting. You're a tall white guy. And so I was like, you are, you can go into rooms and you can have conversations with people who I can't have these conversations with. And so I was like, you can bring change about in that way, because you're able to, have some conversations that people will hear differently coming from you as opposed to me. And so in that case, he's doing that. He's bearing the burdens. He's going to such a one and talking to them. And it says, take care that you yourselves are not tempted. And so sometimes we have to be very careful. Like I told y'all, Dr. Brene Brown, who is a professor, I think she's still a professor at the University of Houston, but she's got a podcast. She's written a lot of books, and I like her a lot. And one of the things I told y'all a while ago was that she talked about how if we start calling, if we do the things that the people who we disagree with, if we do them, we become no better than them, right? Many times you have like the oppressed turn around and become the oppressors. And I'll give you an example that's personal to my social location. Is there are a lot of men, Black men, who don't believe in Black women as preachers. And they will find a scripture that they feel like supports that. And I liken that to how Black people were enslaved. And there were Christians who used the Bible to keep Black people enslaved, to control us and to make us believe that that was what was meant to be. And I liken sometimes the way scripture is used against Black women or women in ministry, period, as what was done. So now the oppressed has become the oppressor. And I just think we have to be very careful about that. And I know I'm not trying to throw stones at ministers who don't believe in women. Fortunately for me, I don't have to wait on them to believe that God called me, because that's between me and God. And as Pastor Lawson, who we call the Pope of Houston, the Black Pope of Houston, Pastor Lawson was the founder of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. Excuse me. He was the founder of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. And Pastor Lawson said that he realized, who am I to say who God can call? So, hey, Casey. Yes. Dr. House says they need to find the scripture where Jesus appears to Mary and Martha and tells them to go tell, which is preach. Amen. And let's, y'all know I've already gone down this road before. A woman carried the word, literally. A woman carried the word. The women were the ones who first knew that he had risen. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my my soapbox, but yes. So we have to, if anyone is detected in a transgression, as my friends, if anyone is detected in a transgression, you who have received the Spirit should restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness. Take care that you yourselves are not tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. For if those who are nothing think they are something, they deceive themselves. So, and I will tell you, this song makes me, there's a song that we sing at church. Usually it's our younger choirs. It is, I pray for you, you pray for me. We're all a part of God's body. So, and it's his will. So, So it says, and it says you're important to me. And so we have to bear one another's burdens. So we have to keep on fighting the good fight. We have to keep on getting in good trouble, not just for ourselves, but we are making this hello KMB Junior 25. We are really we're doing what we do not just for ourselves, but for the benefit of others too. Because in my field, in the financial industry, it's been research has proven that diversity actually gets better results. When you have diverse opinions and diverse ideas, it helps you to think through problems and come up with solutions better than if it's all in, just this one narrow perspective. So good morning. So anyway, it's just bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. So we still have work to do. Now, hey, there's my friend. Hey, Kimberly Roke. Y'all are coming in on the end of the hop in, because it's 7:41 now. The boys are at my parents, so I'm still on here. But let's see. Oh, we asked about. So we have. Let me tell you guys, we've got some pretty impressive people over here for all different kinds of reasons. And one of our pretty impressive people is Casey the Diva, and she's working on her doctorate. So let's see. She says, I've been so busy putting in apps that I've not been working. Casey, got to get back on track. Because we know the doctorate will open up even more doors. So we got to stay focused. But Casey is, the data doesn't lie. So Casey said, what I just said about diversity, that's true for every single industry. The data doesn't lie. And Casey should know, because she's all about the data. She's every book that I say I've read, Casey has usually already read it, or she knows about it. So, and many more that I haven't. So, that's it. Well, I was trying to hang out and see if Rob was going to come and join us, but I guess we'll have to see that'll be another day when we hear from Rob G again on Saturday at 8. So we're continuing to pray for Casey on her quest, praying that goes well. Thankful. I can't believe it. We're up to 10. Well, now we're back down to 9, but we were up to 10 people in IG on my live, not Rob's. That is funny. So, so we are, I guess, gonna wrap up this morning. It's been fun as always. We will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central. So Shelly and Dr. Hal, if y'all are going to join us tomorrow, it's 8 a.m. I'm going to send you the link so that you can come and hop in, because again, like I said, we may be on Rob G's IG. Frankly, it's been quite the stretch for me to do IG and to do hop in at the same time. And so Renita, yes, I thankfully, y'all come and hear a good word. Okay. Well, we'll be here at 8 Central Time tomorrow, and I'm sure Rob will have so much to share with us, because he's been missing us. He was only able to join us one of the days. All right, so 9 your time. Yes, we'll see you. I'll send you when we get off the phone. When we shut everything down, I'll send it to you. And look, if Rob doesn't come on tomorrow, I know he's coming, but I'm gonna learn how to play some more music, because that was so much fun to me. Like I was with some friends yesterday, so I didn't. Great, thank you, Renita. But I was with. Can I play Stand on the Word? Can you send me the link, Joy? I would happily do it. I might not be able to do it with Hop In for very long. I might have to close them out on it. If you find the link and put it in, the chat, Joy, I will play it. So, because that just tickles me. I mean, y'all know I told y'all I feel like in another life I was a DJ. So so playing music yesterday was hilarious to me. And I'm gonna have some songs that I want to hear that we'll give to Rob G. I also, you know what I really wanted to play? Have yesterday I was listening to my Kieran the Light and oh God, what was that? No Pride. Y'all, you if you don't sleep on Kieran the Light, Dr. Howe and Shelly, Kieran the Light he's a gospel rap artist, but it is, oh my gosh. If you like music, you're going to love Kieran the Light. Renita or somebody on IG put Kieran the Light's information in there so they can go and follow him. But I was listening to his Selfless EP, and you have to figure it out. Can somebody find for Joy, because Joy wants to hear Kanye's version of Stand on the Word. Yeah, thank you, Renita. You're so on it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, because y'all know that's a lot for me to be trying to. Melissa did it for us yesterday. If you just go to your let's see if I can do it, Joy. Yes, Renita is on it. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go into YouTube. I'm gonna put Stand on the Word. Let's see. Yeah, we just doing things because the kids ain't here yet, so I can. The kids are not here. Y'all, Rob G is so amazing. I just pulled up YouTube and there's a picture of me, and it looks like I'm in the shirt I'm wearing right now. And it's live on Rob G's YouTube page. That Rob G, he is something else. So we think he's not listening, but y'all, he's gonna have it all. Let's see. Stand on the Word. Let's see. Kanye. There you go. All right, there it is. I'm gonna hit that. Oh wait, it's already playing. Wait, let me pause it. Hold on. I'm excited. Let's see if I can share my screen so y'all can hear it. Home tab. There we go. And this is how we're gonna go out. So IG, I'm gonna have to shut y'all down now. I think what's gonna happen is I will probably get shut down anyway for playing this song. So it's been great. Join us at 8 tomorrow. You can hear it good. That's Stand on the Word by Kanye. Even if you're not a Kanye fan, this is fire. So have a great day, IG, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. That's how the good Lord, He works. That's how He works. That's how the good Lord, He works. That's how the good Lord works. That's how the good Lord works. That's how the good Lord works. That's how He works. That's how the good Lord works. That's how the good Lord works. That's how the good Lord works. That's how He works. We must not question the good Lord. What a great song to go out on. God and trust His word. We don't know how, we don't know where to see this day, so we shouldn't Hey, buddy. See you up there, right? Still on you want some hot? No. That's how He works. All right, guys, I gotta go. This rendition is fire. Say hi. That's how He works. That's how. All right. Go to the kitchen, okay? Well, as y'all can see, um, my little people are back. So, yes. So there it is. We'll have real music tomorrow with Rob, y'all. But as we say, in the words of Dion Cole, whelp is such a final word. When you hear whelp. All right. Peace, everybody.